Hey guys, Andrew Kraft with Fish Addictions TV with another vlog. This one's a little different. On a lake that I don't normally fish all that often in the summer, but we're gonna try to cast around for some summertime crappies. So looking at deeper weed edges, gonna cast around a thumper jig and see what we can drum up for business here. There should be some crappies and bluegills hanging off the deeper edge of the weeds here. We're gonna get to casting and find out, so stay tuned. Oh, baby. That is what we're looking for, guys. Holy cow. Oh my goodness. Choking it. Choking the thumper jig, baby. Guys, look at that crappie. Beautiful. Right off the edge of the cabbage, just like we were talking about. Beautiful crappie. Get a measurement on him quick. All right, get a quick measurement on her. Nose 13, just shy of 13 and a half. Yeah, baby. What a fish. What a slab. It's what we're looking for though. Beautiful fish. That fish hit right off the side of the boat. Unbelievable. I actually watched it eat right below the boat. Water's so clear you can just see those fish down there. Came up to the side and almost hit it like a pike would. It was nuts. Beautiful crappie. We're gonna get her back to be caught another day. Like a rocket. Casting the edges of these weeds for these big crappies doesn't get any better. My favorite thing to do in the summer. That one hit right at my feet, right below the boat. That was nuts. Let's see if we can get another one. You run into a big cabbage stalk once in a while and you swear it's a fish. But just working over the taller stuff on the outside of these weed edges really draws a lot of those big crappies out of the cover. Just slow rolling that bait. Water temp is 78 degrees. Things have warmed up substantially over the last couple weeks. It's 83 degrees out air temperature right now, so crappies have kind of moved off into the deeper water off these weeds, just pretty much adjacent to where they were when they were spawning is all. So if you could find them then, you can find them now, no problem. Oh, got a weed. Are you real slow enough to get the bait down to the bottom enough to draw these fish out? You don't want it to be right below the surface, but here's what we're dealing with, guys. That's the stuff we're looking for. Lush green cabbage, good cover, holds bait fish, provides oxygen, all the stuff big crappies need this time of year. So find the tall standing weeds, find bait, you're gonna find crappies. Looking at 11-12 feet, casting out and allowing that bait to sink enough so it gets closer to bottom. You want to get that bait in the strike zone and then slowly retrieve it back, almost just kind of pendulum that bait back in. There we go, guys. Hooked up. Come on. Big crappie, come on. Oh yeah, guys. Oh yeah. Another thick fish. Come on, baby. Hold on, hold on. Hold on. I'll let you go. Nothing wrong with that, huh? Holy cow. Nothing wrong with that. Beautiful crappie. Man, they're fun. Got that thumper jig. right in the snoot. There you go. Beautiful, beautiful crappie. Nice colors on her. Get her back. Let's get another one. Gosh, they're fun. Slow rolling over the weeds. Come on, Kraft. Fun thing about throwing these smaller panfish baits is you really don't know what you're gonna get. Could be anything. Bass will eat it, walleyes, pike, and then obviously your crappies, bluegills, rock bass, sunnies, perch, all that stuff. So it's pretty much a universal bait. There it is right there, the deal. Pink and white seems to be the best color combination that I've been able to find for whatever reason. It's not very natural, that pink head, but sure draws the attention of the crappies, so if it works, it works. And you got that twister tail on the end with a little blade for some flash. So a pretty solid universal bait. Depending on how deep you're fishing, what you're fishing for, you can either beef up that profile a little bit or tone her down a notch or two. What do we got here? A bullhead, guys. So, bluegills and crappies aren't the only thing that likes thumper jigs apparently with leeches. That's what's surfacing out here too, I think, are these bullheads. And actually they're pretty good eating, so I think I'm actually gonna hang on to a couple of these guys and fry them up. So one thing to be cautious of with bullheads, much like a catfish, is the spines. So you got the dorsal fin, that whole bone right there is a spine. It's awfully sharp at the tip, same with the pectoral fins. Those side fins both have tips on them that are awfully sharp, so I just kind of take my palm, put a finger and a thumb around each of those, grab them by the belly. Usually works pretty good, but we're gonna fry him up. We're gonna eat that sucker. Yummy bullheads. Casting in the weeds for panfish and you run into some big bullies. Ask any of the old timers, the old farmers, they'll tell you, favorite fish to eat, bullhead. Really fun to cast for them and catch them. I don't think I've ever done that before. That was pretty rad. Ooh, bounty. Found a bluegill, just not the right size. And just before that, there was a walleye that followed me right to the boat. I could see the white tip on the tail cruise up to look at the bait, and then he kind of veered off, but that was pretty cool. What do we got? What do we got? It's the walleye! Speak of the devil. No way. There he is. Just talking about that. That's crazy. There you go. Little walleye. Something got a hold of him too, it looks like. Mr. Pike, maybe? We're gonna let him go. He came back for another sniff. Alright guys, that's gonna do it. Calling it a night. Just pulling out of the access. Pretty decent bite. Some really nice crappies hanging on the edge of that cabbage. Deeper weed edges. Quite a few bluegills too. Didn't run into any big bluegills tonight, but primarily going after crappies. It's kind of a multi-species night. We caught crappies, bluegills, perch, rock bass, caught that walleye, the bullhead. So might actually come out here and specifically target bullheads eventually. Great eating. If you haven't eaten bullhead before, don't be afraid to try it. You'll be pleasantly surprised, I can promise you that. So great night, multi-species bite, caught a little bit of everything, casting primarily, threw out a slip bobber for 10-15 minutes towards the tail end of the evening. But it's time to start covering water. It's summer. Don't be afraid to cast around for bluegills and crappies, perch, rock bass, whatever it is you want to get out and chase of the panfish variety. Cast around, cast those weed edges, and experiment with different baits. The thumper jig's been working great, beetle spin, small spinner baits, little jig in plastic, a panfish tube, or tipped a jig tipped with a leech or a crawler or a small crappie minnow. So experiment, see what's working. Can't wait to get back out, work those weeds over again, and see what we can come up with on the next one. So as always, guys, thanks for watching, really appreciate it. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and keep following along. Got a lot of great stuff coming up here, lots of fun stuff planned, and there's a lot of summer left. We just got into July, so really looking forward to what else is in store this summer. A phone call. So thanks again, guys. We'll catch you on the next one.